TDS on expense booking. In this presentation, we will discuss that how you can deduct TDS on any expense you have made or you have made any advance payment. Basically, you need to deduct TDS on the expense you have made and then you need to pay the net amount to the recipient of the expense or from whom you have taken any services. For example, if you are making payment for rent, then first you need to deduct the TDS on that amount and then pay the balance amount to the recipient of the rent. For implementing TDS on expense booking in Busy, first of all, we are configuring the TDS feature. We are going to Administration, Configuration, Features Options, TDS TCS tab. Here, Enable TDS reporting option is enabled. You should keep this option enabled as we will be entering TDS related details in this company. Then specify the TAN number, pairs category, address related detail of the company. Click the Amount Round Off Options button. Under this option, you need to specify the rounding off option for the TDS amount. Here we are selecting the rounding off as always upper. It is mandatory to specify rounding off for TDS duty amount. Next is responsible person's detail. Click this button to specify the name, designation, address of the person responsible for handling TDS of your company. Then is skip TDS reference creation. If you specify yes in this data field, then only the ledger will be maintained and TDS references will not be created. Next, we are discussing our TDS category masters. TDS category masters, almost all types of TDS category masters are created by default at the time of company creation or when you enable TDS in the company. So here we are opening TDS category master in modify mode. We are opening contracts to others TDS category master and you can see its section code, date with effect from the here you need to specify individual rates pay category wise, like for a particular pay category what is threshold limit, what is the rate of TDS if the PAN of the party is available, and what is the rate of TDS when PAN of the party is not available, surcharge if any, and so on. So if you need to create any TDS category master, you can refer to this configuration. Next, we are discussing the account master. Almost all TDS related accounts are created by default at the company creation. Here we are opening TDS contracts to other account master in the modify mode. You can see its group is duties and taxes, tax type is TDS non-salary, and in the TDS category option that appears in the TDS account info window, we are selecting the category as contracts to others. Next, we are opening our party account in the modify mode. You can see its group as sundry creditors. On pressing the enter key on the group data field, a TDS info for account window is appearing. Here we'll specify yes in the TDS on expense booking option. Next, create zero amount TDS references. You can specify yes in this data field if you want to create references for zero amount also. Then is TDS on payment purchase under section 194Q. You can enable both TDS on expense booking option and can select an option like applicable after limit or applicable from start in the TDS on payment purchase under section 194Q option. You can enable both this option, but during voucher entry, you can deduct TDS according to only one method. So you can enable both these options, but in a single voucher, you can deduct TDS either through expense booking or through payment purchase under section 194Q. Then is pay category, specify the pay category of the party, and then is income tax return not filed. If you specify yes in this data field, that is income tax return is not filed by the party, then TDS will be charged at the double rate or 5%, whichever is higher. Next, we are opening an expense account in modify mode. We are opening advertisement and publicity account. You can see its group as expense, indirect, administrative. GST type is GST applicable. Tax category services 18%. And in the TDS category field, in the TDS information for account window, we have selected the category as contracts to others. So this is the expense account. Click save button to save this account master. Till now, we have done with the configuration part and the creation of masters. Now we will discuss our first case, that is applying TDS while entering voucher for expense. That is how you can apply or deduct TDS at the time of entering a voucher for the expense you have made. So we are going to journal add option, specifying voucher series, voucher date, voucher number. GST nature we are taking as not applicable. Then we are debiting our expense account like advertisement and publicity account. Then we are crediting our party account. On selecting the party, which is showing a TDS calculation window where it's asking calculate TDS for current voucher. On clicking the yes button, Busy has shown the calculation like what is the expense amount, what is the TDS amount. All these details are for your reference only. Here Busy is showing that TDS at the rate of 5% is deducted, although TDS is applicable at 2%. This is because this party has not filed the IT return. We have discussed this option also, that if the party has not filed its IT return, then either at double the rate or 5%, whichever is higher, TDS will be deducted at that rate. Then is update narration option. If you enable this option, then all these details will be updated in the long narration part of the voucher. Next, clicking the save button, and here you can see a TDS deduction details window is appearing, in which we are creating a reference for the TDS we have deducted. Our next case is applying TDS on advance payment. Suppose you have made any advance payment to the party, then you need to deduct TDS on that transaction also. So for this, we are going to payment add option, specifying voucher series, voucher date, voucher number. GST nature we are taking as not applicable, and we are debiting our party account. Now Visa is showing a message that this seems to be an advance entry. Would you like to calculate TDS? Yes, we want to calculate TDS on this entry as this is for advance payment only. On clicking the yes button, a TDS calculation window is appearing, in which we are selecting the TDS contracts to others TDS account, and it's showing the complete calculation. On clicking the OK button, Busy has credited TDS contracts to other account in the voucher. Next, we are crediting the bank account. On saving the voucher, TDS deduction details window is appearing, where we are creating a reference, a new reference for the TDS we have deducted for the advance payment. Next, we will discuss entering voucher for TDS reversal. Suppose there is a TDS reversal, then how you can make entry in Busy. For this, we are using journal voucher, specifying header related details. Then we are debiting our party account, debiting TDS contracts to other account, and then we are crediting our expense account. On clicking the save button, Busy is showing a TDS reversal window. Here we'll specify yes in TDS reversal, and then we will select the reference against which this reversal has been made. We have created this reference at the time of TDS deduction. Now we are adjusting the TDS reversal amount with this particular reference. Click OK button to save the voucher. Next, we will discuss about entering TDS payment made to the government. If you have made TDS payment to the government, then how you can make that entry in Busy. Now we will discuss that. For this also, we are using our journal voucher, specifying voucher series, date, GST nature not applicable. We are debiting our TDS contracts to other account and crediting the bank account. On clicking the save button, an adjust TDS references window is appearing, where we are selecting the reference against which we are making the payment to the government. Next, specify the quarter for which you are making the payment, interest, penalty amount if any, date of tax deposited, challan number, check number, date of check, bank where tax is deposited, and the BSR code of the bank where tax is deposited. If you have specified the code in the alias field of this bank account master, then that would have been picked automatically. So basically, whatever you specify in the alias field of the bank account master, that will be treated as the BSR code. However, you can enter BSR code manually also. Click save button to save the transaction. Now next we will discuss view print reports, that is how you can view reports related to TDS and Busy. For this we are going to display TDS reports menu. Here you can see a lot of reports are appearing. First is Form 26Q. Form 26Q report displays details of TDS deduction and submission for different TDS categories. Form 26Q report is required to be submitted to the concerned authorities in a prescribed format, and Busy generates this report according to the format prescribed by the government. Specify data in the report option, and on the screen you can see the Form 26Q report. Next is Form 26Q annexure. Form 26Q annexure is a detailed report of Form 26Q and is required for submission to concerned authorities. Next, TDS deduction details non-salary. TDS deduction details non-salary report displays all the details regarding the transactions, party and TDS deducted. You can view or generate this report for single deductee also. On selecting the TDS deduction detail option, Busy is asking you want to view the report for all TDS category or selected TDS category. Then it's asking for all references or only for the pending references for which payment has not been made. Then all deductee or one deductee. You can view the report for a particular deductee also. Next, specify data in various report options and click OK button. On the screen you can see TDS details report is appearing, which is showing deductee name, payment amount, TDS percentage, TDS amount, tax deposited date. All these details are shown in the TDS detailed report. Next is audit report. Audit report displays details of TDS deductible as per law and TDS deducted by the user, and shows the difference between the two, if any. On selecting this report, this is asking for all TDS category or selected TDS category. Next, we are specifying the TDS category, clicking the OK button, and on the screen you can see this is showing the audit report for category contracts to others, and here you can see TDS deductible and TDS deducted amount are same. If these two amounts are different, then that difference would have been shown in difference amount column. So this is all we have to discuss in this presentation, that how you can deduct TDS on expenses you have made or the advance payment you have made to your party. Hope after going through this presentation you would be able to easily enter TDS related transactions in BASIC. Thanks for watching. For more videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel.